Hey everybody, it's Ed Holcott. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Today we're out on Harley, going for a little ride. It's about 51, 52 degrees today, the beginning of March in New Jersey. We're gonna go to a local coffee shop that I like up in Bradley Beach. And then we're gonna go and have a little lunch at a pizza place I like over in Neptune. See you at the coffee shop. Belmar Fishing Club. All right, guys, we are almost here. Right down the road. Oh, excellent. There's parking this time. Sometimes it's a little rough to get parking around here. Small lot. So not only is this place have great coffee, great snacks, friendly staff, but there's something unique about this independent coffee shop, Perfect Perk Cafe, that for those of you that use small independent coffee chains, you'll appreciate. And I'll show you that in a minute. Alright guys, here's what's unique about this place as opposed to other independent coffee places. A proper large iced coffee. This is a 30-ounce Yeti tumbler. It's like the size of Starbucks. One thing you know if you go to independent coffee places, you pay for a large iced coffee, which is the same price as like Starbucks, if not more, and you get a Dixie cup filled with ice with the whole coffee sprinkled on it. This place, however, gives you a proper size. So, if you're in Bradley Beach and you're looking for iced coffee, stop here. Great place. All right, everybody. Now that we are properly caffeinated, here we are. My favorite flat crust pizza around. Looks pretty empty, so we shouldn't have a problem getting a seat in the bar. See you inside. All right, I'm properly caffeinated, I am full from lunch, and I'm ready to go for a ride. How about you? Let's go. We'll get through this traffic here and get on some better roads in a little bit. I will see you up the road. All right, brother, it ain't that warm. Come on now, knock it off. I think we're gonna make it. Why are you why are you stopping? Oh, what are you doing? Oh God, you are stupid. Boy, oh boy. All right, we didn't catch the bridge, so I'm not that mad. I've even caught this bridge the last time I bicycled down here coming back. It's a nightmare. Hey look, the Belmar Fishing Club. So, now that we've had coffee together, we've broke some bread, had lunch, I feel like we're getting to be friends. So, let me ask you a couple questions. Where you live, if you can, do you ride all year? I mean, I'm not talking about the guys in the northernmost states like, you know, Minnesota or Maine, where you get like feet and feet of snow. I'm talking places in the north where it gets a little cold. Like I'm in New Jersey here. Although we've had a mild winter, it can get cold. Myself, I ride all year. I have heated gear. I have Harley liners that I bought, probably about 15 years ago now, and they still work. I've actually been to Harley dealers and looked for the same setup that I have, and I don't even think they make them anymore, but they're very good. I mean, I use them all year long when it gets cold. I have Gerbing heated gloves for when it's really cold, and for when it's really, really cold, like under 25, I have Gerbing heated socks. I haven't used them since I was working though, so I don't get out. I kind of stay inside when it's freezing. I don't take the bike out because a lot of these roads you see are shaded down here where I do most of my riding, so you get black ice, so I don't mess with that stuff anymore. But do you store your bike or do you ride all year? I know a lot of guys, they put a lot of effort into the way their bike looks, paint and chrome or all that stuff, so they don't like getting road salt on it. Myself, I don't care, but that's just me. How about you? What do? Do you ride all year or do you keep it inside? Also, do you take your bike on vacation? I prefer to take my bike on vacation. When I go to Florida though, as you see in my other videos, I don't take my bike. I use my car and I take my trailer. But once the weather's good, I prefer to ride motorcycle. I don't even like flying, to tell you the truth. I prefer riding my bike. Any cross-country trips coming up? Where have you been? What have you seen? Where do you want to go? I've been to the lower 48 and parts of Canada myself. There's a few things that I've missed, so I'm going back around, going to see the things that I went through too fast now, or places that I haven't seen yet. I did Yellowstone, wow, years ago now. But the problem is when I looked at a map, there was gas stations inside the park. I had a Heritage Softail at the time. Once we got there, half of those gas stations were closed. So I spent the entire day racing around Yellowstone looking for a gas station. Ended up in, went through the Grand Tetons and ended up in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. That's where we spent the night. It was a memorable trip, I'll tell you that. I didn't get how big Yellowstone is because you don't understand unless you've been there. So that's another place I plan to go and spend like I'm going to spend at least a week, probably 2 weeks next time I go, and really get a feel for what the park is, because unless you've been there, you really don't get it. Oh, here's a fun fact about Jackson Hole, Wyoming. I don't know how it is now. Like I said, it's been a few years since I was there. Back in the day when I was working, I used to exchange patches, you know, like police patches with other police departments, or when we would go to like bars or breweries, if they had like a first responder wall, I would give them one of our patches from our police department. I went to Jackson Hole, Wyoming Police Department. They were closed. I was like, closed? Yeah, they had like banker hours there. It was like after 5 they were closed. You had to call the county police if you needed a problem. I thought that was hysterical. Oh, and that trip when we went to Yellowstone, that was the last trip we took before I got the heated gear, because we had woke up in Jackson Hole and it was 36 or 37 degrees, and we had went to Sturgis before that, so it was the dead of summer. So we didn't have any warm gear. We had like a couple of sweatshirts. We ended up putting on our rain gear, because back then I carried rain gear, and we started going on our way back. It was freezing. Oh, it was terrible. And as soon as I got back, I said, that's it. I gotta buy heated gear. And I've carried it with me ever since. I'll at least carry the jacket liner with me, even in the middle of summer. I'll at least carry the jacket with me. I may not take the pants if it's warm, but always have the jacket. Years back when we went to Glacier National Park, we kept it on the whole time. We went in like, I think it was like July. It was right after Going to the Sun Road opened, but it never got above 70. And at night it was in the 30s. So everywhere we rode, we had our heated gear on and had it on the whole time. I mean, it was really cold out there. I couldn't believe it. So let me ask you guys something. I guess it would be specifically Harley people, but you can use it if you're not a Harley person. Does anybody use the Harley app for tracking their rides? I ask this only because this came up in one of my Harley fanboy sites. If I'm using that to track my ride and I have my music going, it doesn't seem like my phone is charging right. So I've asked people that because I've recently switched to its quad lock phone mount, and I really like it. But people keep telling me that the Harley app takes up so much power that their phone won't charge right. It happened to them too. Is that true? I don't know. If you're using your phone app to track your rides and you use it for music or anything else, is your phone charging properly or is something wrong? My phone's an iPhone 12, so it's a couple years old. It's not brand new. And I had it checked a couple weeks ago at Apple, and the battery isn't running as efficient as it should. I'm not ready to go for a brand new phone yet. So let me know in the comments if you're using that Harley app to track your rides. Is it draining your battery? Because I'd really like to know. So where are all you guys from? Like I said, I'm from New Jersey. Anybody from New Jersey here? I mostly ride in South Jersey. I mostly ride through the Pine Barrens in Central Jersey. But if you're from Jersey and you ride around on a bike, where's some good roads? Let me know. When it's warm out, when it's nice out, it's snowing up north, but 521 and 519, I always go up that way. Up to High Point, into Port Jervis, into New York, and the Hawk's Nest. That's a great ride up that way. A lot of great little places to stop, get coffee, get lunch up that way. Okay, so we're heading down 539 here. We're going to take this down past 72 through Barnegat down into Tuckerton, and we're going to turn to Bass River. Wind seems to be picking up a little today, but still real nice for March. It's a beautiful day. I'm surprised I haven't seen more motorcycles out this way. Hey look, roadside oddities, Patriot Rock. The famous Lucille's out here in the middle of the Pine Barrens. It's actually a great diner. Never had a bad meal there. I highly recommend it if you're out this way. All right, guys, that's all I got time for this week. Thanks again for stopping by. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, follow. Find me on social media. I'm A-Hole Cop on all social media platforms. The pizza place I was at was Pete and Elda's in Neptune. I know there was a little problem with the audio there, but I fixed it. This video was filmed exclusively with my GoPro 8. I think I've got it figured out. There's a couple little things I got to work out with it, but I'm pretty happy with it. The sound seems okay. I got the Instacam camera coming in about a week and a half, and I hear their editing and software for their phone app is a lot more user-friendly, so I'm looking forward to that. So I will see you next time. Thanks again.